Hello everyone and welcome again to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host Rob Bentley and thanks for tuning in. On today's show we'll recap an exciting weekend for the Bulldog Hockey team. We'll check in with men's basketball and we'll talk track and field, and we'll start with head coach Bob Daniels of the Ferris State Hockey team. And Coach, welcome back to the show.
Good to be here as always, Rob.
I know, nice to be back at home. The Bulldogs back at home this past weekend for the first time in about a month, and two big games in front of the home fans and great crowds this past weekend.
You know, really great crowds, and you know, given the fact of two things. Number one, you know, we haven't been winning. You know, although we've done well at home for the most part this year, you know, we're not having the season that we had a year ago anyways. And then be coupled with the fact that, like, Saturday night was a miserable night weather-wise. I mean, it was cold and windy. I mean, it was a winter storm, and to have a sellout crowd that night. And I thought leading up to the game, knowing, you know, how cold and windy it was, and with the snow coming down and everything, I thought, boy, this could impact our attendance tonight. And for that to be another sellout, it was amazing, and we're very appreciative of our fans to come out on a night like that.
We'll go to the highlights first of Friday's game and taking on Bowling Green for the second straight weekend. Seems like 8 games here in a row after you got through Saturday's night against teams that were ranked among the top 8 teams in the country.
Yeah, it's been really a tough 8-game segment. It's been great for the standpoint it's made us a better team, and you know, but it's been tough playing 4 straight with Minnesota State and then 4 with Bowling Green. I can say that, you know, the 2 games at Bowling Green a week ago, we played very well. We could easily win either game. And here's a night where you can see we had a great opportunity right there, but a night where we ended up losing 4-1. But we played really well. We outshot them. It'll show on the highlights it was 40-23 or something, but it was really 44-23. And you know, we outshot them almost 2-1. We had a ton of great chances. We just couldn't score, and you know, that starts to wear on you after a while. You know, the 7th loss in a row. We're playing well. We played really well against Bowling Green, and yet we come away with a 4-1 loss. It was a tough night from that standpoint. Yet, as a coaching staff, and we try to communicate this to the players, we felt really good about the way we played. Just couldn't score. We couldn't finish our chances.
They jump out to the lead early in the first period, take a 3-0 lead here, and going into the third and final period, and then you finally will get a goal here in the third period after they scored again.
Yeah, well, I think that's, you know, it's funny. What I was really happy with our team, and there's been a few nights where we've fallen behind, and I thought we didn't finish a game off like we're supposed to, and that means you keep playing hard. And this wasn't the case on Friday night. We played hard the entire way. I was really happy to see us score. I think, you know, that led to the next night going into that game, you know, that we finished off this game Friday night well. We started well, we finished well, we just lost, and that's the way life goes. But I was glad we got that goal, because I do think it helped us with momentum heading into Saturday night's game.
4-1 the final on Friday night. You come back right around on Saturday night, and as we mentioned, a great crowd on hand, sellout crowd on Saturday night, and you got off to a quick start.
We did, and it was a lot of it is thanks to the crowd. And I made sure to mention that to our team prior to taking the ice for our Saturday night, is don't take this for granted. I mean, we got unbelievable support here. These people, you know, they came last night, they came again tonight. They're giving us their weekend. We got to give them, you know, you can't guarantee victory, I always say, but you can guarantee the effort. And you know, so the crowd does make a difference for us, and it gives us a lift, and it certainly did on Saturday night, Rob.
Saturday night, as we go to the highlights, 106 into the game, Jared Van Wormer gets credit for the goal, and he had a big weekend for you.
Yeah, he did. You know, he scores 2 goals this game. He has an assist this game. He's played really well. You know, one of the things about Jared that I like is, here's the first one. He deflects it right in front, number 17. What I like about him is he scores big goals in big games. In other words, when he scores, it's a good chance we're going to end up winning. It's just, I don't know, he's got a knack for it. But again, this is another night here where we get a lot of chances. I mean, we could have scored a lot more than 3 goals, and we just, you know, goal scoring just doesn't come natural for us.
Bulldogs will get a second goal coming up here shortly, and midway through the first period, you have a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, we have 2-0 lead. We're playing well. I thought we played very well for the first, you know, period, and then 15 minutes into the second period, I don't know that we gave them a scoring chance. I mean, we really played well. Then in the second period, we start to kind of leak a little bit of oil, and you'll see here, great save by C.J. Mott. I don't know how he made it. you know, from our bench, when that chance came about, I already had it chalked up in my mind is in the back of the net. It was one of the best saves I've seen. You can see here we have a turnover deep in our end. This is all happening in the last 5 minutes of the second, and we needed to get back in the locker room and really refocus. And I thought we played pretty well in the third, not maybe as well as we had earlier. Here's a goal. Nothing more than a great effort by Bowling Green, a great play, and you know they're going to get those. But you know at this point too, you're looking at 6 minutes to go to the third. And here we go again. We're playing really well, and we can't let one slip through our fingers. Go
to overtime, and here in overtime, we'll see the Bulldogs get a couple shots early, and then finally a big goal from Van Wormer again to get the victory.
Yeah, you're right. You know we get a couple chances. Here's one in overtime, and then you're going to see this. What a play by Justin Buzzio to feed Van Wormer in the corner. I mean, that really, you'll see it here in slow motion. This is quite a skilled play here, and a very unselfish play to make that feed. I didn't even know how he saw him standing off to the side. So you know what, all's well that ends well, and really happy. But we played well both weekends. I would say now we've played 4 games where I've been really happy with our performance, and let's hope that this win now kind of leads us towards more in the next 6 games of the regular season.
I was going to mention the same thing as you head into this final 6-game stretch. Off a win like that, hopefully create some momentum as you head to Alabama Huntsville this week.
Yeah, we're back on the road, and you know. We're heading down south to play Alabama. They're coming off a 2-game sweep of Lake Superior State. They're playing really well now. They're a much improved team, but you know, hopefully, you know, this win here, you know, everything becomes a habit, and when you've lost a number of games in a row, that becomes a habit too, and you start. I think what happens, you go on the ice. You may have a lead late, and you start wishing you would win instead of going out and making it happen. And I think we had kind of fallen prey to that as a team. And you know, really, it's hard to win, and you gotta, if you want to do it, you gotta go out and make it happen. You can't wish it to happen. And so, hopefully, this win here will get us right back on track now. And certainly, it's a confidence boost. But we have known we've played well for a while now, and it was just, in my mind, anyways, a matter of time before we started showing up with a win column again.
6 games left here, as we mentioned in the regular season. Back at home the following week against Bemidji State, and right now just a couple points away from still a home ice spot in the opening round of the conference playoffs.
Well, thanks to our early season start and the wins early in the year, we've given we're in a position now to take advantage of this last win and hopefully get home ice in the playoffs. I think we're a dangerous team, or we can be a dangerous team if we can get home ice. And then get to Minneapolis. There's an avenue in the NCAA tournament, and we think we could take advantage of it. But we've got to continue to play good hockey and position ourselves as best we can for the playoffs.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win again, and best of luck as you make the long drive to Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot, Rob. We got a seat on board if you want to jump on with us.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.